love to read?
That's really more my world than music. I mean, I was early on Bonhoeffer, and I actually got to be friends with Eberhard Bethke, who was
Yeah.
Bonhoeffer's confessor.
Yeah.
He came to our to Western and spoke for a week, and I was his driver. I got to pick him up at the airport, and he's married to Bonhoeffer's niece, Renata. So that was huge for me. Bonhoeffer, Cost of Discipleship, and Christ the Center, those books were huge. John Stott's, Your Mind Matters, that was huge for me. That really changed my world. The Cost of Discipleship was the cure, and I'm not being anti-Southern Baptist, because the Southern Baptists are awesome. They do great work, but Cost of Discipleship was the cure for every sort of aspect of easy believism, or whatever it is I grew up with. So Bonhoeffer was huge for me. And then later on, when I started writing, I said the people I stole from the most are people like Frederick Buechner. Brennan Manning became a very close friend, but Brennan Manning's book was huge for me. Brennan was huge for me. Yeah, those kind of guys.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Were you ever a bit
steal ideas from? Those are the people that I'm drawn to. You're always looking for people who have done your homework for you. I teach that in my classes. You're always trying to find someone who's done your homework for you.
Well, because we really are just building on the foundation that other people have laid every which way we go.
Absolutely.
So out of all those authors, who has the most profound effect on you? Bonhoeffer?
It was clearly Bonhoeffer. In terms of language, Buechner. I mean, Buechner is dangerous because he writes so beautifully. He could say something that's not true and you'd believe it, but his language is just so beautiful. But yeah, Bonhoeffer is the guy who really changed my life. That God used to change my life, and his whole story, about being martyred and underground church during the war and that sort of thing. And there was a time when Bonhoeffer, I think Metaxas' book brought him back for a while to the sort of people's attentions, but he's a person that we should spend some time with. I know there was another book that slandered him and said some horrible things about him that weren't true.
Slandered who? Bonhoeffer or Metaxas?
Yeah, Bonhoeffer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I studied Bonhoeffer at seminary, and I think he's just so relevant to our modern culture, especially in the church, where I think we've got so caught up in all the different social issues that we've really lost the essence of the gospel in many ways. Yeah. And I'm always wondering, are we ever going to come back to this point where we are the confessing church in America?
Yeah.
I've wondered
when there's enough pressure. Yeah, we'll come back to that, because that's the only way you survive.
Yeah.